Good morning, everybody. This week, the GPS is a reminder about writing in paragraphs. So what is a paragraph? A paragraph is a group of sentences within a piece of writing which is written about the same idea or topic. Here we've got an example of a story. We have 5 paragraphs. And we've got the title, George the Giant Tortoise. Paragraphs are often separated by missing a line between them. It makes it easier then for the reader. What is a paragraph? Paragraphs are used to show when a writer has changed time, place, or argument. When they do this, they will start a new paragraph. Here's an example of a non-fiction piece of text. We've got the heading, hedgehogs, so we know that the following piece of text is about hedgehogs, and then it's divided into different sections. Of course, we have the introduction. We've got some fascinating facts and a picture of a hedgehog, and then we've got the 3 paragraphs giving us information about hedgehogs. In a non-fiction text, we usually see a subheading before each paragraph telling us what it will be about. Why do we use paragraphs? We use them to show the author has changed time, place, or argument. We use them to explain or describe an idea in detail. We use them to organise what is being explained in a text. We use them to group ideas together, similar ideas together. And we use them because it makes the text easy to read then. Can you read the sentences below and group them into sentences which talk about the same idea or topic? Pause it on this slide, read all of the sentences and decide which sentences should be grouped together. You should end up with 3 groups, 3 paragraphs. Once you've done that, move on to the next slide for the answers. So the first couple of sentences are grouped together because they're talking about castles being used as protection. The next couple of sentences are grouped together because they're talking about the people who lived in castles. And the final couple of sentences are grouped together because they're talking about castles that you can visit. So there we would have 3 different paragraphs. Now, using paragraphs, the following text does not have paragraphs to sort the ideas. Can you identify where the topic changes? I don't want you to rewrite all of this. All I want you to do is to read the paragraph a couple of times, or as many times as you need to, and decide where I should have started a new paragraph. Once you've done that, have a look on the next slide for the answers. You can see where I've put the pink forward slashes, the pink 2 lines. That's where I should have started my new paragraphs. So on the next slide, let's have a look at what it should have looked like. There we go. So we've got 3 paragraphs there, grouped together according to the information that they are giving. In non-fiction text, we usually have a subheading as well, and it tells the reader what the paragraph is going to be about. So those 3 paragraphs that we've just sorted, here are the subheadings. The first paragraph tells us what a frog is, the second paragraph where frogs are found, and the final paragraph tells us about what frogs eat. Now it's your turn. Here's a piece of text. It's about different rivers of the world. Can you organise the text into paragraphs? Once you've done that, move on to the next slide for the answers. So the piece of text, it was talking about 3 different rivers. So it made it a little bit easier to divide it into 3 paragraphs, each paragraph talking about one river. So the first paragraph, I've put down all the information about the Nile, the River Nile. The second paragraph is talking about the River Rhine, and the last paragraph is talking about the River Danube. Now, this week's piece of writing, we've asked you to write another story, but we want you to try and use your Story Hill planning format that you've done in school lots and lots of times. So just a quick reminder, we draw the Story Hill, and then we've got the introduction talking about who, what, where and when. That's introducing the characters, etc. Then we've got the build up to the problem. Then we've got the actual problem. Then we've got the resolution to the problem, and finally the ending. By using this Story Hill, this format, you have naturally created 5 paragraphs. Of course, your story can be longer. It depends on what your story is about and how much you're going to write. But basically, using the Story Hill format, you will have 5 paragraphs. Make notes on your planning and use it to write your story. It's just not an exercise, guys, just using the Story Hill and then moving it to one side and forgetting about it. Write down all your ideas, the characters' names, maybe a description of the characters that you can include in your writing. Use your planning to help you write your story. Once you've done that, use the Editing Station's video to help you edit your story. You might not need the video, but it is on our website if you need to remind yourself what to do. Do one editing station at a time. It helps you to be more accurate with your editing process. Good luck, everybody. I'm looking forward to reading your stories. You are working so hard. Well done, everybody, and we will hopefully see you soon.